Look at this. So if you don't snatch up one of their inventory, you would potentially miss the incentive. Always listed in the description box of every Tesla video I make, but use my referral code to order yours. That's what I did for another individual. And what happens is, because I used that guy's referral, I got $250 credit for the truck. Now the other models, some of the models, you'll just have to see what the current ones are. You'll have to click that link in my referral in the description box to see what the current promo is, because it changes all the time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to walk you through the entire process here. So stay with me, and we're going to pop around a little bit, but we're going to show you going there. We're going to show you the delivery. I'm going to talk about everything, how to prepare for it, what to expect, what you need to do before you even walk in the front door. So first and foremost, because I want the incentives, I'm trying to beat the clock to September 30th, take advantage of the $7,500 tax credit. Now, because I live in Colorado, I'm also able to get the Colorado incentive. I don't think that ends September 30th, but right here on their website, it says take advantage of it. Last day. You have to get delivery, not order, delivery, take delivery by September 30th. So what I did is I was monitoring it several times a day to snatch up one of their new vehicles in their inventory. This also applies to the demo vehicle as well, but I wanted a brand new one. And so what I did is I came over here to inventory, or up here to vehicles. This is on, of course, Tesla's website. You're going to click on vehicles, come down to whatever one you want right here. Of course, it's the truck for myself, and we're going to show you the difference between ordering it and the time frame of that, or grabbing one of their new ones in the inventory. So I'm going to go ahead and click on new. And again, sorry for a little bit of the glare on the computer screen here. And then you go over here to the side area here, and you choose what model you want. I'm going to go ahead and choose the truck. And then, unfortunately, I'll talk about this again here in just one splitsy, but these ones are not eligible for the federal tax credit. Now, they are eligible for a business tax incentive, so look at the fine details before that. If there is one that is available for the federal tax credit, it will be up above that little listing right there. I had to wait quite a while. There was like one in Utah, and they were like in transit, and I'm going to talk you through exactly what I did. So over the course of, probably like a week, I would monitor it, and it was in Utah for like forever, and there was nothing in Colorado. And finally one came in, and that's the power of prayer, and I was like, thank you, Lord. So immediately, like probably within 15 minutes of posting, I got on, sealed it, sent my payment in. And the reason I did not want to go with ordering one is I'm going to show you it takes a lot longer, especially if you're trying to grab that incentive. And if you get a brand new one or a demo vehicle in their already inventory on their website, you get 1 year of supercharging for free. And if you were to order it, you might miss the incentive. It would take longer, and you only get 1 month of FSD, which is right now currently only worth $99. So 1 year of supercharging over a $99 FSD trial, 1 year of supercharging trumps that for sure. You folks that are going to the gym, driving into work, you're going to be supercharging, racking up, $500, $1,000 for the entire year of supercharging fees, especially on vacation. So definitely take advantage of that. All right. So because I snapped that up, now I already have the truck, but let's just go through this real quickly. So let's say one popped up here in your available area, and you wanted that one. It's eligible for the federal tax credit, etc. Then you see all that over here on the right-hand side of the screen here. You can choose cash or finance option, and it starts talking about the difference right here. Now this one is a demo vehicle. We'll get a little bit more into that, but let's just kind of walk you through what I did, because I was already aware of this. So, and it was exactly what I wanted. All-wheel drive, dark interior, tow package, 20-inch wheels with all-terrain tires. Actually, no, it was the standard lower wheels, not the all-terrain tires. They want way too much money, in my personal opinion, for all-terrain tires. And I got the dark interior, which I like a lot better, but I'm just giving you an example because I snapped it up so fast. Now you can transfer your FSD from your other Tesla to your new one. I chose full self-driving for 0% APR. You can also, if you don't want that and you apply for excellent credit, you can do 2.49% interest APR. I didn't choose any charger because I had an electric car in California, but just know if you don't buy a charger with the all-wheel drive, you won't be able to charge it besides supercharging. It doesn't even come with the granny charger. It's a $300 charger, or you can bump it up to $650 for the universal home charger right here. Again, it does not come with a charger, which baffles me for how expensive it is. You can add on your power share bundles if you want. Your accessories, I did purchase the all-weather interior liners, which were $295. That came separately and always listed in the description box of every Tesla video I make, but use my referral code to order yours. That's what I did for another individual. And what happens is, because I use that guy's referral, I got $250 credit for the truck. Now, the other models, some of the models, you'll just have to see what the current ones are. You'll have to click that link in my referral in the description box to see what the current promo is, because it changes all the time. I was hoping for $1,000 off, but instead they gave me $250. I think it's like software upgrades. I don't think you can use it for FSD, but it's like software upgrades, accessories, etc. Or I think you can do premium connectivity as well. But what I did was I ordered the all-weather interior liners for $295, used a guy's referral link, gave me $250 credit, which hasn't come yet, but I've only had the truck for a day. So I'm waiting on those credits to come. I don't know how long that's going to take. I'll keep you updated about that one. But then with that $250 credit, I will then buy the underseat storage bin for $250, or you can apply that for a car cover, pay the difference, etc. So there's your warranty, all that. And then there's your delivery location right there, available for immediate pickup right there. Now, mine was in transit, and I'll talk about, because I had a trade-in pending, which slowed me down, or I probably would have been able to pick it up several days earlier. And so again, use my referral code, grab yourself $250 if you order the truck, $250 credit towards any of those things. And I think you can apply that towards the chargers as well, but you need a charger pretty quickly. Now, again, I have some chargers because of my YouTube channel. They send them out for review. Now, once again, if you chose FSD, it would be, if you apply, you'll get 0% interest. And I'll talk about the down payment as well. I actually had to pay the down payment, but you can apply the incentive towards the down payment, but you might have to call the finance office, because my paperwork had the incentives, but it did not have the credit towards the down payment. I'll talk about that in just a little bit more in the video. So if I got the all-weather floor mats, it would be, obviously $295 plus $250. I think there's a little tax on top of that as well. They'll ship out the all-weather floor mats separately. You do not get those upon delivery. You get those separately, and then you put them in later on. I was dropped off with an Uber, so I didn't want to bring the floor mats with me, so I haven't put them in quite yet. You reserve it today with your card right here. The reservation, non-refundable order fee. If you cancel, then you lose $250. And there's your estimated payment right there. That is with 2.49% APR with 5,000 down, 60 months. That does go up slightly, obviously, with FSD with 0%, but you get FSD and it's actually lower than $99 a month if you were to add that on. So the math works on if you want FSD, not to mention resale value and transferable. Hopefully they keep that in the books. So if it doesn't add resale value, then you transfer it to your new Tesla. Prices could go up, prices could go down, not exactly sure. I ordered it with a card. After I ordered it with a card, then I was able to have access to an account, to set up an account on the website, logging in, or the app, logging in, same account, same login details, which then gave me access to what we're going to go into right now regarding what you need to do before your delivery date and you walk in the delivery location. Okay, I'm covering up the confirmation number. Sorry for the glare on my laptop. There's really not much to see there besides like this little figure with like a headlamp on, and it says right there, confirmed. And again, I had to jump on this. So let's take you through the whole process. This is fun. Okay, so I'm just covering up my email address right here, but below that little screenshot that we just showed you in just a second ago, it says go to my account. So now you're going to set up a password and you're going to create an account. Okay, after you sign up for your password, you'll confirm it, in your email. and then you'll get your detail page here underneath your account, and that is pretty cool. And then you'll go ahead and review the terms and look at all your ordering and delivery steps, etc. Alrighty, back inside now, and I do want to show you a couple tips. So I'm actually logged into my Tesla app now. So once you do order it over mobile phone or your computer, and you get the confirmation, and obviously input your email and password, then you have access to your account on Tesla.com or through the Tesla app. So I downloaded the app, and it's a lot easier to go through all of this with the app than it is to like upload photos, because you're gonna have to upload like your license for registration purposes, etc. You can, of course, do that just like, you upload photos to Facebook, but everything with a mobile is just pretty easy. So give you a little heads up on that one. I am covering up my order number just in case, because this is the internet. So you'll have tasks, and it actually says, so these are my messages right here, and it actually says now I can schedule my delivery. This is 3 days later from when I had my confirmation, even though it said it is in transit, and typically it's in transit pretty quickly, and I'm pretty sure this came from Texas to Colorado, so that's not very far of a transportation. Let me go back to this right here. So this is what you'll get when you log in, and it'll say delivery tasks, and let me go ahead and cover this up. The first one will be registration. And you'll take a picture of your license front and back. It'll upload it to these tasks. There's 10 tasks total. Number 2 will be schedule your appointment. I wasn't able to do that until they messaged me and let me know about that. Number 3 will be incentives. So I applied for the federal and the Colorado incentive, and I want to apply those to my Tesla truck, because instead of the down payment, I will apply the federal tax incentive, which ends September 30th. I will apply that $7,500 to the $5,000 down payment. So I completed that. That was task number 3. Task number 4 is if you want tinted windows, you have the option to do that. Now, they will not tint the windows at the factory, or I should say Tesla delivery location. They'll actually send you to a third-party location. Now, in regards to tinting windows, if you do decide to go with Tesla tinted windows through this right here, they will apply a warranty, but it's much cheaper if you actually research your own tinted window people that do the same exact tint and get them tinted that way. But if you want the XPEL or XPEL Plus tinted windows with a warranty, like if there's a shattered window or something like that, there's a Tesla warranty regarding that. I will skip the tinted windows because I will have a third party do it. So that was task number 4, and you can browse upgrades as well. And while we're talking about it, use my referral link in the description box of this video as well as pinned comments, and you will get 200, if you order a Tesla truck, Cybertruck, you will get $250 in credits towards accessories. And so I use someone else's referral link, and I'll keep you updated about that because nothing has been sealed as in like, here is, you got your credits. I probably will have credits given to my Tesla app for online purchase once I receive my truck. Okay, step number 5 is trade-in. Now this will delay you. I did do a trade-in. I took the pictures all through the app, did the VIN number, all that. They actually got back to me today and said there's been a delay because a lot of people are trying to trade in. So they probably have a whole team that are like analyzing these photos, and they just said there's a delay. So I actually canceled my trade-in because it was just an old work van and I'm just going to give it away to somebody. It's not worth very much at all. Once I got rid of a trade-in that I was waiting on a offer, then probably 3 to 4 hours later, they said my delivery is ready to schedule. So if you're having a couple day delay with your trade-in and you're not like, I'm trying to beat number 1, the September 30th, which it's only September 5th right now, and you have to take delivery of the Cybertruck to get your federal incentives. So if you're in a pinch, might want to cancel your trade-in. Okay, step number 6 is financing. I did this all through the app. I got approved for the FSD 0% APR. If you don't do FSD, it is, I think, 2.49. Step number 7 is insurance. Now, you do have to have insurance before you do pick up your Tesla, no matter if it's a Cybertruck or any other Tesla. So the easiest thing to do, which they want you to do, is get your Tesla quote, but it's pretty high, I'll be honest with you. According to AI, a lot of people are getting cheaper rates with going with State Farm, Costco Insurance, or I believe Allstate. But you will have to prove over the app that you do have insurance. So if I do get a quote, which I'll call some places right now, I will schedule, before I do this, I will schedule my delivery appointment. And then what I'll do is I'll call the insurance companies and I'll have them process the start of the insurance has to be on your pickup day or earlier, and you have to include that in the app, and it has to be completed before you do go pick up your Tesla. And then you have to make your final payment if those incentives are not applied. And it says right here, we will notify you once your final payment is available for review, because I haven't scheduled my pickup date quite yet. And then step 9 is review the agreements. And step 10 is delivery day right here. So again, everything is super convenient over the app. And if I were to back that up, which I'll cover that up, but it says right there, continue for your tasks, and then all of your documents right here. It just gives you some like learn about your Cybertruck, etc. I'm covering up my order confirmation, but then they've already assigned me my VIN number and everything else for insurance purposes. Okay, so I hit schedule your appointment. I won't go back to it because it says my order number and says some personal information, but it confirms everything that you've ordered, so make sure that is correct. It says appointments will last 15 minutes. All registrants must be present. So again, everything is done over the app, and all you do is literally go there. I don't even think you sign any paperwork because everything is over the app, but we're going to definitely film it. So today is Friday the 5th, and they're not giving me any access until the 8th or the 9th. It's either 8th Monday or 9th of September. So obviously, if you want those incentives, grab it obviously before September 30th. So I can do 12 p.m. or 5 p.m. on Monday, or on the 9th, I can do 11 a.m. or 4 p.m. Let me see here. Let me go back to that. Okay, then you have to choose which one you want, and then it highlights that blue. So I'm going to look at my schedule real quick, but again, they give you just a few options. Monday, 12:05, Tuesday, 11:04. So what you have to do before that, or what I have to do, is I have to get insurance. So let's just say I choose Monday at 12 p.m. So I'm going to call for quotes because I already got a quote from Tesla and it's super expensive, and other insurance companies. But you can cancel anytime. So what they want to do is they want to make it the easiest possible, right? So they gave me a quote, and the easiest thing for me to do is just grab that quote, pay for it. So I have insurance, pick it up, and then I could always cancel my Tesla insurance. But they want you to do that because they want you to lag, not calling other people, blah, blah, blah. So whatever appointment I confirm on the 8th, 12 p.m., I'm going to call Costco, I'm going to call State Farm, I'm going to call Progressive, and whatever quote I like the best, I will have them start the insurance on the 8th before this time, and then I will upload that once they, seal that and email me the confirmation of the insurance. I will then upload that to my tasks, taking a picture of it or uploading the document, screenshot, whatever it might be, and complete that task, which you have to do before you do pick up your Tesla. Now, covering up the insurance portion that says my policy right underneath here with delivery tasks. Now, again, you will need insurance before you do pick up your Tesla. So I will talk more detailed about this in another video, but what I actually did is I called around a couple different places after searching AI, and I'm just going to put that right there so I don't have to hold my finger there. So after searching AI, I called a couple places. Costco Insurance does not insure Cybertrucks. I then called Progressive with an actual agent on the phone, and then I called, Farmers with an actual agent on the phone. So make a long story short, if you know what kind of insurance you're getting and you kind of know the deductibles and the, bodily harm, injury, rental car, all that stuff, I actually got a better quote doing it myself and just going on their website, entering in my information, And to be honest with you, it was so much easier than having to do it with an agent. I know agents make commission, and that's, I don't want to take business away from them, but I just found it a lot easier. And my quote that I chose was through Progressive because I have homeowners insurance with them as well. So I got my bundled discount. That's what I went with, and I'll talk about that more in a video. I got a killer deal. I'll give you a lot more specs in that insurance video, but I did 6 months paid in full, and it was about $162 and change per month. But again, that's bundled discounts, excellent driving record, 43-year-old male. And all I did was I just took a photo of my insurance card that they sent me right away through email, and then I completed that task. Super simple over the Tesla app to complete your delivery tasks. I actually have to get going here pretty soon. My delivery appointment's at 12. I need to get my Uber at about 30 minutes from now, ballpark. But let's go over to final payment. Now, final payment, this was a little tricky for me. I was able to get the incentive. Now, their website says you can apply that incentive towards your down payment, but nothing in the app or my account on Tesla.com allowed me to do that. I even inquired with the financing, but nothing came back. Sure, you could probably just call them and they might be able to redo your paperwork, but unfortunately, it was going to delay everything. I already had my appointment in the books, so I'm just going to pay the final payment, which is $5,000 with the down payment. But again, if you don't have that and you apply for the incentive, then use that incentive. You're going to have to call Tesla Financing and have them work up that paperwork. And so I will go ahead and make my final payment. I'm going to go ahead and cover up that top part. See, due today, $5,000.46. Now, choosing payment, you cannot use a credit card anymore. You have to link your bank account, and you do that with Plaid. It's super simple. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. You just type in your phone number. Same thing with Venmo. Tesla links up to Plaid, has access to your account. You make that final payment. You review your last documentations, which we'll get to after I link up my bank account, make that final payment. Okay, made the final payment, complete, amount due 0. And now you go ahead and go over to the agreements. And you go ahead and review those agreements, landing, incentives, etc. You start those. And what is the final one? I think the final one is accept. And I think that happens after or when you get to the Tesla delivery center. And then you look over the car and then you accept your delivery. We're going to go through all that. Don't you worry about that. But in the meantime, I'm going to go back. I'm going to read these agreements. Alrighty, now in delivery appointment details, they actually give you a little video. So what they want you to do is here, let me just back this up just a little bit here. So you get to the Tesla delivery center. If you have a trade-in vehicle, they'll have obviously signs where you trade it in, and then they want you to make sure that you have all your items out of your trade-in vehicle first. They want to make sure all your tasks I just showed you have already been completed before you do show up, your final payment, etc. They said that if you do need to sign any physical documents, they'll help you with that there. You could, I guess, also request some physical documents, maybe, but the appointment time should only take 15 minutes, it says. It's very, very quickly. So they'll talk with you, you'll accept it. I think you accept your delivery on your tasks, and then they'll literally escort you or just show you where your vehicle is, and then you do a self check and go through all that stuff. But there's a pretty cool, you check in with your advisor
and to explore the features.
And then right here in the app, it's kind of like super, like non-salesman type of a thing. I'm going to be filming all this when I get there and accept it and all that. Obviously, I won't point the camera in the person's face, but I'll go to the app, you'll look it over, and I got it with FSD. Now, FSD will not be available on it until the truck is calibrated, and it actually talks about that in the video. So you drive off, it calibrates, and then you're able to use FSD. I don't know how long it takes.
Active video tutorials.
Let's see here.
To familiarize yourself.
So you got active video tutorials.
Be calibrated, and under your supervision, you may enable full self-driving to experience the future of driving. Enjoy ownership.
Okay,
and welcome
so
to
after it calibrates, it shouldn't be that long. It should be, just maybe driving off just a little bit. And then you'll have access to FSD, but you won't have it right away in the parking lot. And then that's it. They just say, welcome to the family. you drive away. Good to go. Now we will show you again all this, so stay with me. Let's book my Uber and get going. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cover up my VIN number here, but we're actually on the Tesla website where you enter in obviously your information just like the app, but we're on the actual website portion of it, logged in. And underneath my finger here will be obviously my VIN number, but then it will be details right below that. Go ahead and click on details. And sorry for a little bit of the glare on the computer screen here. And then this will pop up here. Now I did not see this when I first ordered it, but again, this is something a little bit different than if you were to order one from scratch. If you order one from scratch, it's going to take longer. It probably won't take that long, but if you grab one in their inventory, and you might as well if you're going to grab those incentives, you get a year free of supercharging, which definitely can add up. Now, there is a caveat to that, so read the fine writing before you do commit to that, because they actually can cut that off, they said, in the fine writing, if they think that you are like doing some sort of major ride share, or you're just like overtaking advantage of that free supercharging. They will actually cut it off in the fine writing, so do be careful about that. And I didn't see it anywhere in my app, so I was like, oh man, hopefully they added that on. But after looking exactly where I told you to look, under car details, you see everything right here. Your full self-driving, tactical gray, 20-inch core wheels, tow package, free supercharging expires September 8th, 2026. Now, also regarding, they are giving you one free premium connectivity as well. That actually popped up on my app as a message, and it also expires same exact time frame. And that popped up, I think, several hours after I took delivery of it, was the statement regarding 1 year of premium connectivity. So that was one of the perks of ordering one of their already brand new trucks, cars, at least for the truck portion. I didn't really look into the car portion, but for they're already in the inventory. So this right here, 1 year free supercharging, that is worth some good ducats. When I first rented a Model Y, I was in town visiting some friends for like a week, and I had a Model Y, and I easily racked up, I think, like $60 worth of supercharging in 1 week. So that's definitely going to add up quickly. Now, if you don't grab one of their, let's just go to it right now. And then of course it also says your warranty information here. They also sent me a message stating that my windshield and tires are covered for like 30 days. And what do I mean by new inventory? It would be this right here. New inventory, you can order it right here, or the new inventory. And that also is for, like demo vehicles. So let's just go on new inventory here. Click over here to the truck. And unfortunately, again, sorry for the glare, all these vehicles are not eligible for the federal tax credit. I don't know why, but they don't have any new vehicles that are having the tax credit. So, but anyway, let's just say you can get the tax credit. Right here it says 1 year of supercharging, the interior, and then this one actually, this Cyber Beast has FSD already on it. Free supercharging, wow, for life. Maybe free supercharging for life. Let's go ahead and click on that. Obviously that's a lot more money, but so you can look through their inventory here. That's a new vehicle. Let's just go on this one right here. And these ones are being snapped up super fast because obviously the incentive is going away. So right here we have this is actually a 2024 demo vehicle with 1,300 miles on it. So you get right here, you get 1 year premium connectivity trial, 1 year free supercharging. And here, let's just go into it since I talked about it here. TSCs. Now, if you do have a business, you can take there are business incentives for you as well. So let's go ahead and real quickly. And this one is actually at the same exact place, delivery center where I grabbed mine yesterday. Let me see here. Well, anyway, I can't find the fine print on that, but let's go back real quick. Now, let's say instead you want to choose order. So let's go ahead and look at order real quick. They have switched things up currently for the month of September. Let's just go over here to finance, all-wheel drive, and look at this. So if you don't snatch up one of their inventory, you would potentially miss the incentive. So the exact same truck is available 3 to 5 weeks delivery, same exact truck. You do get 1 year premium connectivity, but instead of 1 year of supercharging, you get a 30-day full self-driving included, which is only worth $99. And I was actually listening to the woman yesterday and she was talking to people and she's like, hey, you know, I mean, you can always order it and then cancel it. She's like, I went on vacation with my husband. We used FSD on vacation for our vacation and we canceled it after a month. And so if you don't use it all the time, you can cancel it. It's down to $99 now. So it's a very, very reasonably priced. The reason I went with paying for it outright is hoping to transfer that, you know, in many years from now, if I get another one, or just resale value is a little bit better with that, but also you get the 0% APR. So again, $99 for 1 month of self-driving FSD, which is only worth 99 bucks. Supercharging to get to $99 can happen very, very quickly. So, and not to mention, I got my truck a lot quicker than waiting 3 to 5 weeks and potentially missing out on the incentive as well. Alrighty, folks, so I showed up with my Uber, walked in the front door. They pointed me over to pickup, and very, very nice. They gave me this little packet with this personalized touch, which was really, really cool to see. Obviously, you just tell them you're here for a pickup. You tell them your name. They give you your packet. You sign some paperwork. Everything is highlighted. Super, super simple. And then he told me that there's just going to be a slight wait because they were cleaning their windows. So I filmed a couple other vehicles in their showroom. The Model X, the Model S. Here is the showroom right here. Really, really nice. Cars out front. There are bathrooms as well as in the owner's lounge. There is coffee and snacks, all sorts of good stuff. All right, chiming in real quickly here, and do forgive the background. This is my remodeled house, or remodeling it still. So chiming in real quickly here. So barely any wait after the paperwork. You give it back to the guy. There's 2 people sitting up front at the pickup location, couple signatures. They give you a little bit of paperwork. I think your copies are in the app. I'm not sure if you get all the copies or not, but they needed a couple signatures. And then somebody will drive up the truck to this little waiting area where I'm going to show you in just a second. And I think there was like 8 Teslas, I think. So I'm not sure if they just stack up appointments for a couple days to make it look like maybe a lot of people are buying Teslas. I'm not really sure. That would make a little bit of sense though. You're like, man, there's a lot of people getting new Teslas, Model 3s, Model Ys. I did not see anybody picking up any other Cybertruck or Model X. It was all Model Ys and Model 3s. That might be a little marketing for them because that got my brain thinking. I'm like, man, there's like 8 pickups all at the same time as I'm in here right now. So a guy drove up, and sorry, my pup's right here if you can see her. And so a guy drove up, he parked it, and then the person that I checked in with that handed me all the paperwork, he's like, there it is. Let's go ahead and go on the app. And I think I confirmed it all, like, you know, confirm your pickup, like over the app. Just hit a couple buttons, and then I go into the controls of it. And I think I had to access Bluetooth, and he helped me with that. Super simple. And then he just stood at the door, and he's like, there it is. You know, there's tutorials in the app. If you have any questions, come on back inside and ask away. If not, take your time and enjoy it. So there were people taking selfies and all that kind of stuff. So super simple. After we paired my phone to the app, and then he also gave me my physical key cards as well, which do be careful. Don't put those next to your phone. It does say that on the package as well. I had my paperwork. I had my free coffee. I went to the bathroom. Everything was good. And then I literally just walked outside 25 feet and got used to it. I really didn't even know how to open up the door, but I remembered a video of Elon doing it, so I kind of remembered it. So let's go out, show you that process now. Well, my friends, there she is. Super easy process. We're going to talk you through that. Just a second here. We are at the location still, and this is where you go outside and you have to do a couple tutorials. You're going to kind of look around the vehicle a little bit and give it a whirl here, but this is absolutely incredible. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and check out these tutorials. They said take as much time as you need. They cleaned up the windows a little bit and put some spit shine on the tires. As you can see here, this is a big truck. This is a big truck, and it's absolutely beautiful. So we're going to show you everything it does come with and any accessories you might need as well. So stay with me. And oh, look at those LED lights in there. It looks absolutely incredible. All the side little mirrors and cameras and LED light, all that good stuff. So let's go on inside. Alrighty, so I'm gonna watch some tutorial videos about the truck, and the AC is on, which is really nice. And this service center is really cool, like super friendly staff. So this is absolutely incredible. And sometimes you don't want to watch too many videos about it because you want to be surprised as well. You want to know what you're getting yourself into, but it's just the small touches, and the staff was so cool. I mean, the staff was really, really cool. So first and foremost, of course, they give you these paper little things right here. There are floor mats. I'll get better shots when I go back home, but I'm going to be doing a full video about what you get as well. But you get your adapter right here, which is awesome. So I need this because my other EV charger and companies I've worked with, I have level 2 chargers. But let's see, what's that? What that be? What's that right there? Oh, maybe it was just like some little, it's almost like a little bit of, I think it was maybe something sticky that was going over the top of that. And so that's just plastic, so that can just rub off with some like isopropyl alcohol. It's on this side too. So probably some sticker that they removed for the thing there. And I'm pretty sure that, or that might be, or maybe those were the little booties that the service guy wore. Tucked them in right there. I love the silicone for this right here. And yes, I do have a fresh cup of coffee and a brand new Tesla. It's okay, baby. Alrighty, folks, first supercharge of the Cybertruck. And again, I am getting 1 year free supercharging, putting the beefy mileage on here. In the meantime, we're in a Pueblo, Colorado. Came down here for the surf wave, and we're surf skating in the parking lot. Great way to get a little extra exercise after the surfing wave, getting supercharging. Anyway, but you gotta see this view up here. This is just beautiful. Now the river wave was a little bit low, but look at this. Look at this beautiful little Pueblo, Colorado downtown. Golden hour, baby. Beautiful. Come down here, charge up your Tesla. They're doing big things in Pueblo. Cleaning it up, baby. Cleaning it up. It's looking good. So, get a little surf skate going. Alrighty, since you are curious, a couple different things. Now, I don't know exactly when it popped up in my app, but if you do use my referral code, it will be in the system, but when I picked it up, I wanted to make sure. So I asked the guy, I said, hey, I ordered this through somebody's referral link. Now, because I am a first-time Tesla owner, I was able to get that. I believe if you are not a first-time Tesla owner, even if you are a reoccurring one and you still use the referral link, I think you get benefits, but instead of both of us getting benefits, I think just you get benefits. But regardless, we both get benefits if you're a first-time Tesla owner. They are changing that. It used to be like $1,000 off. Now they're just giving you 3 months of FSD for Model Y, Model 3, and 250 credits like we've already talked about in the video. But the credits did show up, and it's underneath the app. And I was like, where are they? I got no messages, no emails. And I was like, do I have to call and find out what's going on with this? But if you go under in your settings of your app, and I won't go into that right now, but if you look at your wallet, and you'll have your payment options for supercharging. But again, if you got the new inventory, 1 year of supercharging, absolutely fantastic. And that one in Pueblo, after we were done river surfing, that thing was so fast. We were there not even 15 minutes, and it added like 160 miles or something like that. It was bonkers. Now, not every supercharger, Tesla supercharger, is going to be that beefy, but like around Colorado, that one is like the beefiest one around where I do live. It is a little bit of ways. I don't live in Pueblo. Nothing wrong with Pueblo. They are cleaning it up. Pueblo West is absolutely fantastic with the river surfing wave if you're ever down there. Anywho, if you click on wallet, it will actually show in my wallet my debit card that I have for supercharging, and it will show $250 in credits for accessories. Now, there will be tax on that, my all-weather floor mats, which I love, by the way. And if you live anywhere, to be honest with you, if you live beach, dirt, I'm here in the country, Colorado, we get snow, all-weather floor mats, no-brainer. Yes, they're going to be more expensive than your ones on Amazon, but if you get $250 free credits, you can apply that towards your all-weather floor mats, etc. There will be tax on all of those accessories, so just keep that in mind as well. Now, overall process, absolute thumbs up. Oh my goodness, thumbs up. If you already know what you want, so easy. Never drove it before. Driving home, I was a little bit unused to like where's my bumper and all that, and I probably should have watched a little bit more tutorial videos. Again, I rented the Model Y in California one time, so I thought I knew everything, but that one did have like an actual physical lever. This does not. So I was like, how do I even put it in drive? It was pretty wild. Like everything is on the screen, backwards for reverse, forwards. It was kind of a trip. I was like, how do I do my mirrors? I actually drove drove off without my mirrors being properly done, and don't do that. Take your time. If you have to go ask for help, go ask for help. I was like, oh, I got this. But driving it home, I was like, this is a big truck. But the right side, I was like, oh man, I don't want to hop a curb my first drive back. So my second drive, totally got used to where the front bumper was, the filling of it, etc. Third drive, have I only done 3? I think I've done like only 4 drives. I took it down to obviously Pueblo, but by the time you're done with your second or third drive, you're so used to like, where's the bumper, where's the back bumper, how close can I get, etc. And just play around with the different settings in the computer screen. One thing I did was when I reverse, I did not want my mirrors tilting down because I can't see. I used to be a valet and I want them straight. And so definitely check that out. Also kind of the heat sensing with the bumpers to know how close you are, etc. Sometimes it's just easier to know. Don't always rely on technology. And we're going to walk you through everything with the truck. It's an absolutely beautiful truck. I've already gotten an accessory, a company that I just started working with, sent out a bed mat liner that is beautiful to keep your Tesla truck nice and pristine, especially if it is a work truck. This mat goes over the back, throws things in there, so stay tuned. Definitely check out the channel. Make sure you are subscribed. Use my referral link, get your credits. Elon does know what he's doing. He does know what he's doing. I've also made on my other channel, my big tech channel, I've made videos about Starlink. I'll put that referral link down as well. I've used Starlink for probably a year and a half now. And if you don't have access to high-speed internet, Starlink is a win in my book, absolutely. So all that will be below. Hit that thumbs up button on the way out if you've appreciated this video. And again, subscribe because I'm going to be going into full insurance details. I'm going to be going into things that might be cons right off the bat that you might need accessories for and all that fun stuff. So thank you guys so much for your time. All your links are below as well as the pinned comment. And my name is Chris and I will see you on the next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.